Welcome, friends. In our mini yoga session this afternoon, we're going to explore various yoga postures and in different ways. And the idea behind this is to see if we could gain a shift in our perspective, which oftentimes will help us when we're off of the mat in our daily lives. So, whether an emotion comes up or whether physical discomfort arises during your practice, knowing that you can choose how you perceive what it is that you're experiencing. It's similar to the analogy of Abraham Lincoln. Whether we choose to see the thorns in a beautiful rose bush, or if we choose to focus on the amazing rose itself rather than the thorns. We'll go ahead and begin our practice, and having 2 yoga blocks will be helpful for additional support if that is something that will be helpful for you. We'll begin in mountain posture. Feet hip width distance apart. Let's release our shoulders away from our ears and elongate through our spine and through our ribs. Allowing our fingers to reach gently towards the earth as we also gently tilt our tailbone down. Let's take a few breaths in our mountain to begin. Flooding the capacity of your entire torso and your belly. Feeling the 3-dimensionality, maybe even by placing your hands around your rib cage. Feeling your rib cage expand front through the back. Let's begin to shift mindfully onto our toes by lifting our heels, and slowly, after rocking forward, lowering our heels back down and gently rocking back. So giving your body this opportunity to realize its space and realize its support. Let's sweep our arms up on the next in-breath, lengthening up towards the sky, and then as you exhale, floating arms back down. Repeating that once more, sweeping our arms up, rising tall, and exhale, arms lowering back down. Let's cross our left foot or left leg over our right. But first, finding the support and rooting down through your right. Taking a moment here just to realize the shift in our balance and how all 4 corners of our feet have now shifted to hold us steady and balanced. Maybe even taking a moment to close your eyes. Feel all 4 corners, big toe, little toe, inside arch, outside edges of your feet. Let's go ahead and release our left foot in front of our right, and then bring the opposite in front. Again, adjusting to the change in our balance. Closing your eyes if you'd like again. And just noticing, observing this change in your foundation. Let's return our right foot back to center. We're going to briefly come into a forward fold by sweeping our arms up towards the sky and folding half. So you can place your hands onto your top of your thighs or onto your shins, and we'll extend through the crown of our head, utilizing your blocks if you'd like. Taking a moment to pause. And we'll sweep our arms back up towards center. Now I'm going to shift to the side of my mat. We'll have our blocks handy, and we'll move towards the front of our mat. From our mountain, we'll step our left foot back, about 3 to 4 feet in width. We're coming into our warrior stance. So toes of your front foot will face forward, and then your back foot will angle just a bit, 45 to 60 degrees. Allowing our hips to gently spread out towards the side as our chest faces forward. We'll begin to bend our front knee and allow that back foot to continue to root us down and support. Tucking our tailbone in and drawing our belly inward. Let's begin to lift on our next breath in. Arms will be parallel, palms of our hands facing each other. Feeling your strength in your warrior one posture. Great. Now we'll move into a balance pose, and we'll be lifting our back leg up. So I invite you to use your blocks, placing them on either side of your front foot. We'll just gently begin to shift our hips forward so they begin to square the front of our mat, and just slowly step our back foot towards the front of the mat as well. Let's begin to straighten that front knee while we synchronize floating our body forward and lifting our back leg. So we can place our hands onto our yoga blocks, adjusting it to the height that feels good for you. Allowing the hip of your lifted leg to sink so that it's equal to your other hip and facing the earth. We'll actively push away through our back leg, and then feel free to continue to hold on. Place your fingertips onto your block, or sweep your arms open for airplane with one hand or both. Or we can sweep them so that the palms are raised next to our torso. Feeling your strength in Warrior 3. And I find it amazing that our entire weight of our body can balance through our supporting leg. So while our mind is saying, this is really tough, I'm not feeling comfortable, recognizing that you are strengthening your entire back body. Great. We're going to lower our back leg down to return into our Warrior 1. And we'll sweep our arms behind us. Palms can either face each other, or we can hold on to our elbows. We'll roll our shoulders back and allow our front body and our chest to open. Feeling that expansion through your front body. holding it here for several breaths. We'll release our arms back down. And let's shift to this long side of our mat. Our toes can point out to the side. We'll bend our knees and gently lower our hips down a bit. Hands may rest just above our knees. Placing gentle pressure on your right knee, let's come into a gentle twist as we continue to lengthen through our spine. We may tilt our torso forward a bit and then hold it here for a few breaths as we twist to the left. Back to center. And then lowering back down on your next out breath. Gentle pressure to the left and a torso twist to our right. So still maintaining that strength through your drawing your abdominals in. We'll lift back up and we'll pivot towards our second side to repeat our warrior. So adjusting your back foot so that it angles about 45 or 60 degrees outward, while your right toes of your right foot continue to direct forward. Having that slight opening of your hips to the side while your chest faces forward. We'll tuck our tailbone in and lift up through our belly and expand through our rib cage. Tucking our tailbone in. Bending that front knee, feeling the support that our back leg is providing our body. We can remain here with our arms, or we can take Warrior One to its full expression by raising our arms forward and up towards the sky. Holding our Warrior One for several breath cycles. Really tuning into the sensations coursing through your body. Utilizing your breath to help you remain focused. Shoulders drawing back and away from your ears. We'll release our arms back down on the next out breath. And then either arms extended behind us, palms facing towards each other, or elbows reaching towards each other as we shine our heart forward. Feeling that opening sensation running through your chest and front body. A few more breaths. Great, we'll release that down. And we'll step our back foot to meet our front. Maybe giving our legs a bit of a shake. And now, let's raise our arms shoulder height in front of us, and we'll slowly, mindfully, as we raise up to our tiptoes, lower down towards the earth. Pausing here for a moment. And then hands can reach towards our mat. We'll come onto our knees. We're going to come into closing with another heart opener. So I invite you to explore how this can make you feel both in your body and mind. Let's tuck our toes under. And we can place our hands behind us to the lowest part of our spine. Visualize your shoulder blades as they come around and hug your heart, allowing your heart to gently push and shine forward and up. Allowing your front thighs and your front of your pelvis to continue to move forward as your upper back has come forward as well. And let's allow our neck to feel at ease following the natural line of your spine. Holding our camel posture for several breaths. Feeling the release and the opening through your front body. If you'd like additional sensation, you can raise your arm up to continue opening through your chest and your shoulders. Feel free to even have your hands remain towards your heart center if that feels more accessible to you. Good. Let's lower our arms down and place the tops of our feet back onto our mat. We'll take a brief pause in child's, drawing our hips down towards our heels, arms reaching forward. Feel free to use a blanket or a yoga block to rest your head. Taking this moment to observe what thoughts may arise and how your body is feeling. Walking our hands back up, we're going to end our practice in a restorative seated posture. So let's go ahead and reach for our blocks. Raising back onto our knees, we'll cross our legs and sit back down. With our soles of our feet, we're going open and facing each other. We'll place a yoga block right in between the soles of our feet. You can even place the other block on top, but I invite you to explore what height feels comfortable for your body. So gently holding on to your ankles. I'd like to also add that you can shift your feet away from your body to the distance that feels comfortable for you. And then we'll begin to allow our knees to gently lower down towards the earth. So on that next breath in, feeling tall and rising through our spine. And on our next out breath, allowing our body to shift forward and ultimately our back can round to arrive into a supremely comfortable, restorative posture. With every in-breath, enjoying that sense of tranquility floating through your body. And as you exhale, just allowing your muscles to relax, feeling supported by the earth, releasing. I invite you to remain in this restorative posture for as long as it feels comfortable for you, until you feel fully at ease. As you slowly, if you are ready at this point, to rise up, returning back towards the seated position. Let's place our hands towards our heart center. And I'd like to thank you for sharing your practice with me this afternoon. May you have been given ideas on how to shift how you perceive your practice on the yoga mat.